Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video. As you can see, this is a new location and man, is the lighting good in here. Can we just take a moment? It's great. So I'm on a cute little solo trip for this weekend, but I want to come and record a few videos for this week coming up because, as you guys know, I'm doing the 12-week year. And so today I'm going to show you a little bit about my goals, how I'm actually using the 12-week year, and how I'm using that in conjunction with my full focus planner. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm actually doing my 12-week year and give you some insight and inspiration and tips to help you along your 12-week year journey. So stay tuned and we're going to get right into it. So now I'm going to walk you through what my goals are and how I've broken down those goals into actions that I'm going to take daily, weekly, quarterly to reach my goals. So I'm using this template from the YouTuber Montel B. I've never used Notion before, so I figured don't recreate the wheel. It's a pretty good template. I'll link her video in the description box so that you can check out her video and then also get access to this template. Starting off, my 1-year goal, I put 3 that I want to focus on for the entire 12 months. We'll see if they change or adjust throughout, but right now I want to build a digital business. So I want to create coaching courses and other things to help women on their inner work journey, self-love, self-care, level up journey. So I want to create courses for that. I want to become fluent in Spanish, and then I want to achieve my standing splits. Let me put splits because I want both. So then breaking that down to my 12-week goal, I want to have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I want to be able to be conversational in Spanish, and I looked up how many words you have to know to be fluent, and it was like 10,000 words. So that would be 5,000 words if I wanted to do this in 2 quarters. These are really ambitious goals. You guys are looking at it, y'all know these are really, really ambitious, but my goal is to make ambitious goals, and it's okay if I don't get them this quarter. I always have the next quarter, but I know what I'm working towards. So conversational in Spanish, that would be 5,000 words. In 3 months, 10,000 words in 6 months. Achieve full box and middle splits. So I don't know actually if box. Let me rewrite this. So I want both my front splits and also my middle split, which I actually have been working on this for a couple of months. I have definitely made progress, but not as quickly as I would like. But anyway, we'll get into more about that. So then in her template, we go to priorities. So if my first goal was 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, then I need to have strategies for that. So my first strategy is to prepare 36 YouTube videos, because if I have 36, that will allow me to upload 3 times per week for 12 weeks. I also think I'm still wanting to do weekly goal updates. That really is to keep me on track for all of my goals if I do weekly goal updates. But my thought process behind this whole goal is really to create connection with an audience that is also on the same journey as me. So I will see how that'll go. I'll do it once I have enough followers. I think right now I have 28 subscribers. So I mean, that's not a whole lot. So I also want to build up a audience and then see, would weekly goals be something that you guys would be interested in, or where I could go from there. But I definitely want to do vlogs or something like that. I also thought about creating business cards. I am kind of sitting on that. I don't know. We'll see. And then an email list. I really do want to do that, but I'm going to wait for a few weeks and I'm going to focus my time in these first few weeks to create all of these videos, because these videos are not created yet. I would get overwhelmed if I was trying to create an email list and create the emails that would go out and all of that. So I'm just going to focus on the YouTube videos and uploading for now, and then look at maybe doing a weekly goal update. I'm going to do a goal update video for this week that has just ended. I'll see how it goes from there. Then my second priority was to be conversational in Spanish, which is less than fluent, but I decided that that would be knowing at least 5,000 words, and in 3 months that would be 60 words per day. I know I just skipped my first strategy. My first strategy is to do 30 minutes of Duolingo every day. That's been going pretty well. Duolingo is very straightforward. And then my second strategy is to watch one show or podcast in Spanish daily. This was actually a little bit more difficult for me than I thought it was going to be, to actually find a show or a podcast to listen to. So I decided on SpongeBob. I tried a couple of things. I don't know why it's not that easy to find Spanish content unless you like pay for another subscription. But if y'all like me, y'all got Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Premiere, Stars. Like, we got all of these. No, y'all need to give me the Spanish. So I just watched SpongeBob, and that's on YouTube for free. Talk to someone in Spanish weekly. I know a couple of people that are fluent in Spanish, and they are more than happy to help me. So I'm going to talk to them probably a little bit more than weekly in Spanish, and that'll help with my recall and my speaking and listening skills. Probably reading if we're texting too. And then, like I told you guys, learn 5,000 words in 3 months, 60 words per day. So for this, I'm using an Anki deck, which it has 5,000 words in the deck, but it'll pretty much give you a bunch of note cards, and then it'll break it up for you based on how well you recall that note card the next time that you need to see that word. So you don't really even have to think about it. The words that you know that come easily, you won't see them again for another day, 2 days, 3 days, however long you've been studying it. It'll pretty much ration out the words that you're learning so that they stay in the rotation and you continue to learn them. So it's actually a really cool tool. So I'm using that for the 5,000 words. And then to achieve my full, I'm going to say front, because I don't know if that's a box split, full front and middle splits, I'm just doing a daily stretch routine, which I'm going to upload a video. And then I'm trying to drink more water, because the more water I have in my body, the more flexible I can be. So yeah, drinking more water and stretching. It's the easiest goal of all of them. And then here on her template, I thought this was pretty cool. She just has for each week a daily tracker. So use the things that were in my strategies, and then I put them here. And so this is cool because you can check off things as you do them. So this is what I have done so far. I usually stretch at night, and then I started using the Anki deck on Wednesday. So overall, this week has been pretty good, and it can just show you your percentage. And that's really good for the 12-week year, because they want you to measure your results, because sometimes if you don't measure your results, you can think, and you don't reach your goals, you can think that maybe the plan was the problem, but really the problem was your execution. So this helps to keep everything in perspective and for you to see what's really working and what's not working. So that's that. And then you have one for each week. I just haven't pulled down more. You just click add new week. Going down, then you have week 1, your priorities, and then your plan that you can put in place for that week, what you want to do. The other thing that I thought was cool about this template was that she took the Wheel of Life. She put the Wheel of Life on the side, the areas in the Wheel of Life, and then you can do the rating, and then you can write where you currently are, and then where you want to be, and then the priority that is for you. So I went through and I did that, which was helpful. That was that. So that is the Notion template, and I liked using that first before I went to my Full Focus Planner, because Full Focus Planner is, I'm going to write in pen, and I wanted to have everything kind of laid out before I went into the planner. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Switching gears, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are in the Full Focus Planner, and if you haven't seen one before, I'm going to quickly show you what's in here. It has everything that you need for planning, for execution, and then it has a few references in here as well. So this is where you can write out the annual goals that you had in that template, the Notion template, or the ones that you have written down. And then here is which quarter you want to accomplish that goal in. So this notebook is going to be for 1 quarter, so you would get another notebook for the next quarter, but it's already a 12-week year notebook. So then you can go into each goal and then go into detail. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, and yeah, so it has a summary of your goal. You can tell whether it's an achievement goal or a habit goal, and then which domain that it is under, and then you can write your motivations for achieving this goal and then rank those motivations. and then your next steps. So that's exactly what we wrote in the Notion template, what you're actually going to do to accomplish the goals. What I thought was also really cool is that it gives you space to write in a reward for what you're going to do for yourself or give yourself once you accomplish this goal. And then at the bottom is a streak tracker, which you also have in the Notion template. So then the same thing on the next page, and it actually I think gives you like 12 of these, but I'm going to focus on 3 goals for this quarter, and so the rest of these are blank, but maybe I'll go back and do some habit goals. We'll see. And then here you have a monthly calendar, so you get to write in the month, because I like that too. It doesn't assume what quarter you're on, because obviously I'm starting at the end of the last quarter of the year, and this is when I'm starting, so I just get to write December there, and then you put the days of the month. You can write stuff in. You have one for each month of the quarter. Again, that's 3 months. They have this page, rolling quarters. I'm not exactly sure what that is yet. One day I'll look up a video, but don't feel like it at the moment. Then here, which I really like, is the daily ritual. So you get to write out what your morning ritual is for each day, your work day startup ritual, which I haven't written anything here, your shutdown ritual, and your evening ritual, and then how much time you're going to allot to that. I like that a lot. Then here, this is also in the 12-week year. They want you to write out like your ideal week. So that's what I've done here, and I've written out each hour what that would look like ideally. I haven't done it for this whole week, and it's because I'm in a really weird spot where this quarter is ending with school, and so we have a long break for Christmas, and then I'm going to have a new schedule next quarter starting in January, so I just don't know what to put in here yet. Then here, your key projects. I haven't written anything in that yet. And then your daily tracker. So it tells you how many weeks you have left in the quarter. You put your date, you put whether you did your morning ritual, your workday starter ritual, and your evening ritual, which I actually did do. I did my morning and evening ritual like every day. So then you have your big 3 tasks, then your other tasks that you need to complete. You can go through each day. And then weekly preview. I like this because this can go with your weekly meetings. So it has your biggest wins, what you accomplished major from last week, your after action review, how far did you get, and what percentage did you complete, what worked, what didn't work, what will you keep, improve, start, or stop doing. And then your list sweep. So any deferred tasks that you didn't complete from last week, any delegated tasks, daily notes, goals, and then your next week's overview breaks it down personal and professional. A breakdown of what Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday needs to look like. Love it. And then your weekly big 3, your self-care planner, and then your next week. So I'm gonna use this for my end of week review. Yeah, that's all I have for my full focus planner. Just wanted to show you guys that, and maybe it will help you. Okay guys, so that's it. That is my 12-week year. That is how I have made my goals, made my strategies, and how I'm using my full focus planner. So I hope that helped. Please continue to follow me along the journey, and if you are along this journey as well, please comment and subscribe to my channel so that we can create a community where we're holding each other accountable. Until next time, happy goal setting.